bringing humanity to the next level of awakening. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We have been extending our reach to those who are ready to awaken but have not yet awakened. We are paying very close attention to these individuals and noticing what it is they find important. That is the way in if you want to help someone. If you want to be of service, you first need to find out what the person cares about, and then you can address that topic and let him or her know that you can help with the subject they find so interesting. And so, this is how we are planting seeds in the consciousness of the human collective, and we know that so many of you want to be of service as well. You want to help those who are in your life and who have not yet awakened. The key to reaching anyone is not to hit them over the head with your beliefs and tell them what they should and should not think. The way to reach these individuals is through subtlety. It is through meeting them with what they are and getting them to feel something. If you can get someone who is resistant to feeling their emotions to actually dive into their emotions, then you are doing them a tremendous service. And if you just change someone's mind, then you might be mentally awake at the end of the conversation, and what you really want is for someone to be emotionally and spiritually awake. And that happens when someone feels compassion and unconditional love. The path to getting someone from where they are to that place is getting them to feel their own emotions, because what you feel is what unites you. It doesn't matter whether you're feeling angry or sad about different experience or circumstance or people. What matters is that you can relate to each other on that feeling level. So if you really want to help someone to awaken, ask them how they feel and get them to go there. And if they seem unwilling or unable, then talk about your feelings and emote right in front of them. Normalize the feelings of one's feelings. That will take you so much further in reaching someone than getting them to believe in extraterrestrials or conspiracy theories about shadow governments. Most of the people who are focusing on these topics are mentally awake but cut off from their feelings, and that's where we come in. We are ready now to help awaken on that spiritual and emotional level, those who stay in their heads as much as possible to avoid their trauma and their negative emotions, and who are enlisting you to help us. But be our ground crew, and we will share in the glory of bringing humanity to that next level of awakening. How humanity is making major progress. We are pleased with the progress that we see humanity making on a daily basis. We know that you are making progress and that you are gradually ascending. But it can be very difficult for us to convince you that you are in fact evolving and expanding, becoming more of who you really are. It can be hard for you to measure your own progress, and so we give you these updates to tell you about what you've been accessing, what activations you've received, and what upgrades have been performed on you. But still, we notice you doubting yourselves. Being hard on yourself doesn't inspire you to do better or to be better. It just keeps you in a lower vibration. But it's what you were taught from a very young age, and so you are hard on yourselves because you think that you might get motivated to pick yourselves up and perform better at life or at ascension. That's the work ethic that has been passed on from generation to generation to ensure the survival of the species and the family. But now, in the modern world in which you all live, it's not really necessary. You don't have to worry about survival, not the vast majority of you, but yet you will still be hard on yourselves in your progress, as if cracking that whip on yourselves will get you somewhere. We want you to recognize that just caring about others is enough of an accomplishment. It is a spiritual growth. Caring about each other means that you have evolved past that egoic need for survival at all cost. And that's an important step in your evolution because you are moving past knowing yourselves from an egoic point of view. You are stepping onto the perspective of your higher self. Now, as your higher self, you are not looking to check any boxes. You are not looking to be better at anything at all. You, as your higher self, know that the expansion of your consciousness is the best part of the journey back to Source. And that has nothing to do with doing. It has everything to do with being. We want to see all of you giving yourselves more credit for the way your heart goes out to someone in suffering, and we want to see you being less hard on yourselves for not being able to step in and fix the problem. Problems will always be part of your journey because the solution always involves an expansion of consciousness. Sometimes there is doing involved. If there's a fire, you put out the fire, but in most situations you can sit back, relax, feel the expansion that you are getting from the situation in front of you and evolve. You want to experience ascension as a series of little victories, even though most people are talking about giant waves of energy swooping you up into a higher dimensional plane. Celebrate your little victories. Celebrate the fact that you care enough about others that you want to do more. Be happy that you hold the intention to be of service because it is an indication of your growth. and we are telling you that there are enough of you who care. There are enough of you who send love and compassion out from your hearts to feel very good about where humanity is right now. But there's also an epidemic of awakened souls not feeling very good about who they are and what they've accomplished, or how much they've done to help. Whenever you get that feeling, just let it go and relax. Open yourself up and receive some higher frequency energies, and then ground those energies into the earth. And know that in that particular moment you have done something. You've helped. You've elevated the consciousness of the human race, and that is a major accomplishment. A message for light workers, channelers, and healers. We are able to read the vibration of any being in any collective that we come across, and this helps us in determining what the person or group of beings need. We know that you awakened ones want to help others as well. We know that you are service-oriented and you want to help others to awaken and to live better lives. Reading the energy, the vibration of the person or people you are working with is a skill that takes practice, because most individuals are trying to hide something from you. You need those skills that you have as sensitive, as empath, more now than ever. You are the ones who are being called upon to work with individuals and groups here on Earth, and if you can tell what a person or a group of people is vibrating, then you can help to give them what they really need. What a person comes to you looking for is one thing, but what they really need is often something else entirely. Therefore, you can feel like you failed to deliver to a person what their ego has asked you to help them with, but you can still help. This happens frequently. Sometimes it can take weeks or months or even years for a person to realize how much you were helping them, because the ego wasn't getting satisfied with the results. Now it is perfectly normal for you to want to satisfy the needs of the person who is standing right in front of you, because when you do, then you get the praise and the reward. And your ego will feel better. But it is far more satisfying to give an individual or a group what they need and to know what you've done something worthwhile, something that will affect them vibrationally. Not everyone is going to understand that they have been helped vibrationally, and they will not understand because they will be looking for a tangible and immediate results. Hopefully, when you are working as a healer or as a guide or even as a channel, you will be able to break through the walls that the ego puts up. Because oftentimes the person who comes to you for help needs more than one session with you to get what they really need. What you need and what everyone needs is support to raise your own vibration so that you can heal yourselves, so that you can manifest what you want, so that you can have a better relationship. And the tricky part for the very authentic light workers is to convince someone they are getting what they need, even though in the moment they are not getting what they want. Most of the work you will do as light workers will go unheralded, unrewarded, and unappreciated. And so you have to be doing it for the joy of letting the higher frequency vibrations run through you. And that is your work. Your work is to find the joy in what you are doing. What your higher selves ask of you. We have adjusted the way that we view you to include how you are affecting those around you with your degree to which you are awake. We want to see how those of you who are awakened affect those around you, both intentionally and unintentionally. And so this is something we are currently exploring, so we can better understand how we can help you from the ninth dimension. We seek to help everyone, of course, but we especially look to those who are awake because you are the ones who are doing all the groundwork. You are the ones who can spread the energies that we transmit and you download and assimilate. So as we witness you interacting with your fellow humans, we see that they respond to your energy much more than they respond to your beliefs. You have much more of an effect on people than you realize, whether you say anything at all. You are walking transmitters of a higher frequency vibration. You take downloads that you receive from us and being like us, and you share them with others. Those downloads that can rest in one of your fellow humans' energy fields until that person is ready for it. But you don't have to preach. You don't have to write a manifesto. You don't have to make a YouTube video about ascension or how to heal the world. You just have to be yourselves. This is the primary mission that you have that goes beyond all other missions. If you are yourself, you will get exactly what you need in terms of circumstances in your lives to ascend. If you are yourselves, you will be the perfect ones to help your fellow humans to awaken and ascend, and there is no need to try. There is no need to put on airs of some kind of facade about what it means to be a spiritual person in this day and age. You just have to be honest and authentic, and people will want to know what your secret is. And the beautiful part is you don't even have to tell them. You don't even have to be a good orator to share what you know about ascension, what you know about being awake. You just have to continue to be yourselves and let everything else be taken care of for you. Let us do the heavy lifting. Let us figure out exactly what the people you interact with are going to need in their future. And you all just relax. Be yourselves. Feel your feelings and do your best. That's all we can ask of you, and that's all your higher selves are asking of you as well. We hope this helps to make some of the weight off your shoulders so that you can enjoy those years that you have left here in the fourth dimension. We are the Arcturian Council, and we've enjoyed connecting with you.